Old man took the cash and pointed in the hall and turned the key. Room 112, I didn't pick it, just the first one that was free. Door sticks hard, I used my shoulder, flip the switch, the light takes long. Sat my bags down on the carpet, first time they been off since dawn. Sat down on the edge and breathed, nothing followed me in here. One room and I don't know nobody, one night and I got no plans. Phone is off and car is cool in parking lot, don't know my plates. This the first place in a long time where I ain't somebody's way. Faucet leaks but I don't fix things, not tonight, not anymore. Someone left a deck of cards here, shuffled it and spread the floor. Pulled the curtain, nothing special, highway rolling like it does. Every truck that passes through here doesn't know that I gave up. Laid back, boots still on the bed, ceiling turning overhead. One room and I don't know nobody, one night and I got no plans. Phone is off and car is cool in parking lot, don't know my plates. This the first place in a long time where I ain't somebody's way. I was someone's husband once, someone's colleague, someone's son. Drove 6 hours just to find a room that wants me for the night. $40, no ID. First time I belong to me. Springs are talking when I move, walls are thin, I hear the news from the room beside my own. Someone else is here alone. Fan is spinning, curtain still, air is heavy, night is real. Room 112, I'm checking in, not to sleep, just to begin. Grab the black bag from the hall, brown one from behind the door. 10 minutes flat from thought to car, didn't even lock the house. Left the dishes in the sink, left the TV running low. Left a coat she bought me once, hanging where it always hangs. Didn't touch the rear view once, didn't need to see behind. 2 bags south and nothing planned. Tank is full and heart is cramped. The radio is doing all the work, filling in what used to hurt. Driving just to feel the wheel. 2 bags south is all that's real. Past the exit where her mother lives, didn't even turn my head. Past the diner where I proposed, window looked the same, my bad. Phone is buzzing in the bag, 12 missed calls, I know the math. Everyone a different word for the same thing I already heard. Every mile just tastes the same, every number looks the same. 2 bags south and nothing planned. Tank is full and heart is cramped. The radio is doing chair don't fit at all. Highway signs I've never read, towns I forget by mornings, and gas station coffee paper cup. Hands are shaking but I'm up, headlights cutting through the dark, 2 bags south. That's how it starts. Motel sign says vacancy. Pull them slow. That's where I'll be. Staring up at nothing much, ceiling cracks, I'm learning fast. Truck goes by and shakes the lamp, then is quiet, then the next. Pillow flat from other heads, blanket thin but does the job. Clock beside me lost its hands, just a face with nothing on. Should be sleeping but I'm not. Body's tired, head is not. Every truck that rolls on by rocks this bed from side to side. Never thought the sound of freight could settle what I couldn't shake. Highway humming through the wall. Loneliest lullaby of all. Turn the AC up too high, now the room sounds like a flight. Turned it off and heard myself thinking louder than I'd like. Keep replaying how I left dishes sitting, TV on, coat still hanging on the hook. 12 missed calls I'm sitting on. Turn the pillow, try again. Every hour feels like 10. Every truck that rolls on by rocks this bed from side to side. Never thought the sound of freight could settle what I couldn't shake. Highway humming through the wall. Loneliest lullaby of all. Back home, the bed was twice this size. Slept on my edge the last 2 years. Funny how a smaller bed feels bigger when there's no one here. Trucks are fewer, mornings close, gaps are longer in between. Eyes are heavy finally now, everything is settling down. Not asleep but close enough. Highway rocked me, that's enough. Closet door was hanging loose. I opened it to hang my shirt. Moved the iron board aside. Found a guitar no one's find. Old acoustic, busted strings. Neck was cold, been sitting long. Sat down on the bed and picked it up. Haven't played since I forgot I could. Used to play before the life got loud, before the job and before the vows. Used to sit on someone's porch and sing. Now I'm holding what a stranger didn't bring. Someone checked out, left this here. I checked in and it appeared. First string hums and I'm 23. Kitchen table riding free, making something for a girl who became my only world. Second string I fix by ear, takes me back a couple years. Third one fills this little room, more than I felt since last June. Fingers stiff but they still know where to land and where to go. Used to play before the life got loud, before the job and before the vows. Used to sit on someone's porch and sing. Now I'm holding what a stranger didn't bring. Someone checked out, left this here. I checked in and it appeared. I wrote her one song, maybe two, back when love was all I knew. She would ask me play it twice, I would play it half the night. Then the fights replaced the chords, guitar went quiet. So did my words, playing soft with the door closed. Not a song, just letting go. Fingers finding what they lost, slow and simple, no big cause. Not for her and not for show, just a man remembering slow. Last chord sitting in the room, hanging there like cheap perfume, gone by morning, but right now it's mine. Checkout time was noon, they said. Sign is right there on the door. Noon came through and noon went past. I just stared at it some more. Walked down to the front desk slow. Old man looked but didn't press. Slid another 20 through. He just nodded and nothing less. Bags are packed but haven't moved. Sitting where I left them last. Checkout was yesterday, and the day before that too. Car is sitting where I parked it. Tank still full from passing through. I keep paying for another night in a room I'm using just to hide. Learn the shower needs a minute before it turns from cold to warm. Learn the curtain lets the light in every morning. Bottom corner, same spot. Vending machine takes the dollar face up. Ice machine runs at 2 and 5. I know this place better than my own house, and I only been here 4 nights wide. Every morning, same debate. Car or bed, stay or straight. Check out was a yesterday, and the day before that too. Car is sitting where I parked it. Tank still full from passing through. I keep paying for another night in a room I'm using just to hide. Funny thing about a motel stay, nobody checks if you're okay. Maid knocks once and walks away. Old man takes the cash and turns the page. I could sit here through December and the room would not remember, but I will. Curtain crack that bottom corner, morning's pushing through again. Bags are packed, been packed for days. Key is sitting on the bed. Today might be the day I leave, or maybe it's another 20 slid across the desk at noon. Room 112 still got room. Highway splits a mile from here. Left goes north, that's where he lives. Right goes south, back to the room. I've been parked between the two, engine running just in case I decide to show my face. 6 years since we said a word, both remember what we heard. 40 minutes is the drive, feels like 40 years inside. I could take the left tonight, pull up to my father's place, walk the steps I used to know, knock the door and let it show, but my hands won't leave the wheel. Turns out leaving's all I know. Tried to write them once in March, 3 words in, I lost my nerve. I've been thinking on the page, sat there looking at the curve. This number's still inside my phone, sitting right below my own. Every Sunday I scroll past, every Sunday moves too fast. Saw this exit back in June, slowed the car but drove right through. I could take the left tonight, pull up to my father's place, walk the steps I used to know, knock the door and let it show, but my hands won't leave the wheel. Turns out leaving's all I know. A door, how to lay a kitchen floor. We could build a house and never speak. That was us for 20 years. Then I said, what broke the frame? He said, nothing back. And that was worse than blame. Blinker on and blinker off. Same thing I did back in fall. Sun is gone, the road is dark. Northbound lane is clear to start, but I pull the wheel to right, back to where the motel lights tell me nothing, ask me less. Room 112, don't need confess. I know the left was always there. I just couldn't find the repair. Maybe next time at the split, I'll be ready. Not tonight. tray came up and sat beside me, one fork wrapped inside a cloth. I unwrapped it like a letter from a life I'd just walked off. Table's just the edge of bed, pillow where she would have said something about how I choose. Room service for one and I'm not ready. Hand keeps reaching for a glass that isn't set. Mouth keeps almost saying pass the pepper to a chair that hasn't caught my habit yet. Eating like I'm still across from someone. Muscle memory won't forget. Cut the burger clean in half, that's her thing she liked, didn't eat. Stared at both and didn't touch, couldn't tell which was my piece. TV running with no sound, just to have a moving face. Something in the room that shifts, something filling up her space. Fries went cold, I didn't care. Held my fork above the air, like I'm waiting for a word. Room service for one and I'm not ready. Hand keeps reaching for a glass that isn't set. Mouth keeps almost saying pass the pepper to a chair that hasn't caught my habit yet. Eating like I'm still across from someone. Muscle memory won't forget. 14 years of the same seat. She sat left, I sat right. She would take the crust off mine, I would pour her wine at night. Now the tray has everything: salt and pepper, fork and knife. All the pieces of a meal, none of the pieces of a life. Pushed the tray into the hall, didn't finish, didn't try. Closed the door and heard it click, loudest sound since my goodbye. Laid back down and felt the space. Bed is wide on her side still. Room service came and went tonight, but the hunger never will. Wall so thin I hear it all, every word from 111. First a laugh and then a pause, then her voice goes sharp and heavy. He goes quiet when she's loud, that's the pattern every night. 20 minutes, nothing moves, then I hear them find each other. I just lay here in the dark, learning love from through the wall. They don't know I'm on this side, just a man against the plaster, listening to what I lost. Every crash and every calm, I would trade my quiet room for the mess of someone close. and slow. She don't answer right away. Lets him sit with what he said. Then I hear the mattress settle. Two shapes finding one again. I turn over, face my side. Nothing settles next to mine. They don't know I'm on this side. Just a man against the plaster, listening to what I lost. Every crash and every call, I would trade my quiet room for the mess of someone close. 14 years I had exactly this. Someone slamming something shut. Didn't know there was the good part. Thought the silence was enough. Now I got the silence I was after. $20 every night. Turns out quiet ain't the answer when there's no one on the other side. Past 3 now and they went still. Not the angry kind of still. The kind where breathing finds a match and two people share the dark. I lay flat and hold my own breath, trying to feel what they must feel. But the wall don't work both ways. They got two sides of the bed. I got one, and the quiet I chose instead. Found it in the nightstand drawer. Postcard from some other guest. Picture of a beach I'll never see. Blank side facing up at me. Grabbed a pen beside the phone. Wrote "Dear Mama" at the top. Sat there staring at the white pen in hand, and nothing came. How you start a letter home when you're the reason that you're gone. I've been meaning to explain where I went and what remains, but the postcards only got so much room, and the truth won't fit this soon. So I write her name and hold the pen, and the rest just stays inside again. Could've told her I'm alright, that the drive was long but smooth. Could've said I just need time, words I'd borrow but can't use. But she'd read between the lines, she'd been doing that since birth. Know her son is sitting somewhere, measuring how much he's worth. Every sentence I begin ends before it can begin. I've been meaning to explain where I went and what remains, but the postcards only got so much room, and the truth won't fit this soon. So I write her name and hold the pen, and the rest just stays inside again. She called twice the night I left. I watched the phone light up and dim. She don't leave a message now. She knows I listen when she don't, and that silence from my mama hits me harder than my own. Postcard sitting on the bed. Dear mama, nothing said. Could've fit it in 4 lines. I'm okay, I left. I'm fine, but okay don't sound like me. I need. So the beach stays blank, the pen goes back, postcard folded in my bag, not thrown away, not sent, not ready yet, just a minute. Every morning, one quick knock, same voice calling housekeeping. I don't move, I wait it out, hear her set the towels down. She takes the old ones from the door, cartwheels squeaking down the hall. Same time every single morning, same woman, same soft call. Day one, I didn't feel like talking. Day two, I didn't have the words. Maid knocked and I didn't answer. 3 mornings she stood at my door. She don't know I'm on the other side, holding breath against the wood. Only person in this motel who shows up without being asked. Day 3, her cart stayed longer. Heard her humming something low, melody that took me back to a kitchen years ago. Day 4, the knock came different, twice instead of only once. Second knock was soft and careful, then a voice came through the crack. Quiet voice, nothing more, words I wasn't ready for. Maid knocked and I didn't answer. 3 mornings she stood at my door. She don't know I'm on the other side, holding breath against the wood. Only person in this motel who shows up without being asked. She said, honey, are you doing alright? Not family, not a voice I know. A woman with a card of sheets and bleach saw what my own family couldn't see. 4 days behind the locked door, and she's the only one who checked. I opened up for the first time. She smiled like it was nothing much, took the towels, left me fresh ones. Didn't stare and didn't fuss. Card went squeaking down the hall, same as every other call. But she looked back once before the turn, just once, and that was more than anyone in months. Flipping through what isn't mine, cooking show, a car, a crime. None of this I'd ever watch, but the dark is worse without the light. Late night host tells one more joke, crowd laughs hard, I almost smiled. The weatherman says rain by dawn, I just need the sound a while. Volume low enough to breathe, loud enough to not just think. 300 channels in this box, and I've been through them all tonight. Every screen is someone's life, moving forward, making plans. I just need the pictures on someone's voice besides my own. Infomercial selling pans, man, is smiling, flipping eggs. Makes it look like Sunday works if you just buy what he says. Old movie playing black and white, couple sitting close and still. She leans in, he holds her there. Someone's voice besides my own. Press the mute just to be sure that the ache was mine, not theirs. 300 channels in this box, and I've been through them all tonight. Every screen is someone's life. Moving forward, making plans, I just need the pictures on. Someone's voice besides my own. Back home, the remote was always hers. She'd pick the show, I'd make the snack. 14 years of the same couch. Never thought I'd want that back. And just the sound of someone choosing while I sat and didn't mind. Now I got the remote to myself, and every channel feels unkind. Screen goes blue in the stations, and the room fills up with that dead glow. Lay here with the light on my face, closest thing to being known. Don't turn off, don't change the shade. Let the blue sit where she laid. In the morning comes through the curtain crack. TV still on, I never turned it back. One towel left, the rest are used. 4 days hanging on the rack. Shower runs till the hot gives out. Step out, dripping, nothing on the rack. Wipe a circle in the steam. Face comes through, somebody I forgot. Someone I've been walking past, every mirror, every chance. Easier when steam is thick, harder when it clears like this. The last clean towel, and there he is, stubble thick and eyes half shut. Haven't seen this face in years. Always rushed, always getting dressed. Now he's standing in a motel bathroom, nothing left to get ready for. To shave before the coffee, shirt pressed hanging on the door, belt and watch and wallet, keys out the house by 4:30. Now the belt is in the bag, the watch is face down by the bed. Haven't buttoned up a shirt since the night I packed and left. Man I built for 20 years, took 4 days to wash him off. The last clean towel, and there he is, stubble thick and eyes half shut. Haven't seen this face in years. Always rushed, always getting dressed. Now he's standing in a motel bathroom, nothing left to get ready for. Spent my whole life getting ready, checking corners, straightening lines. Never stood in front of glass without a reason to look fine. First time I'm not fixing something, just standing here with what remains. Turns out the face without the costume, been waiting there behind the tie. packed the bags. Not the man who took this room. Something in between those two, tired and a little thin, but he's breathing, he's not gone. Stood there one more breath and said, just to the room. Alright then. Let's begin. Door shuts heavy at my back. First time outside in 2 days. Sun hits different when you've been sitting in a room that long. Car is covered in the dew, windshield blurred like how I feel. Ran my hand across the hood, left 5 fingers in the wet. Parking lot is mostly empty, mine's the one that hasn't moved. The world kept turning while I stopped. Trucks kept running, gas kept pumping. Bakery across the road, already on its second batch. I've been still for 4 whole days and nobody even noticed that. Bird is sitting on my mirror, flew away when I got close. Only thing that used this car since the night I pulled in slow. Key is where I left it, visor down, seat still pushed to where I sit. Dashboard wearing 4 days dust, coffee cup from my last drive. Engine's cold but it'll turn, same as me, just needs to turn. World kept turning while I stopped. Trucks kept running, gas kept pumping. Bakery across the road, already on its second batch. I've been still for 4 whole days and nobody even noticed that. The world would feel my stop. I thought the highway slower lane. Thought somebody wonder where the car went missing in the chain. But the road don't keep a head count, and the morning don't keep names. Everything kept moving fine. The only one who stopped was me. Leaned against the driver's door, felt the cold through my shirt. Sun's climbing past the sign, motel, shadow getting short. Somewhere north my father's garden, somewhere east my kitchen sink, somewhere in this parking lot a man is standing by his car, not deciding, not afraid, just feeling out the morning air. Car is patient, road is open. 4 days later, I can see. Bed is made, not perfect, mine. Pulled the sheet how I remember. Wiped the sink and left the light. Room is ready for the next one. deck of cards back in the drawer, guitar leaning in the closet, so somebody will find it there on a night like mine was. Stood beside the door and looked, 4 days fit inside this room. Slid the key across the desk, old man picked it up and nodded. Same face from the night I came, he could see what 4 days added. Didn't ask and didn't say, just the key and just the quiet. Hallway felt like something known. 4 days made it almost friendly. Past the ice machines, a low hum past 111, past their mending. Maid was pushing down the hall, same cart, same gentle morning. Looked at me and gave a nod, small thing, but it held a warning that somebody saw me here, and it mattered more than talking. Glass door open, morning hit, first outside air and day. Slid the key across the desk, old man picked it up and nodded. The same face from the night I came, he could see what 4 days added. Didn't ask and didn't say, just the key and just the quiet. I didn't call my father north, didn't send my mama's car, didn't fix a single thing that I cracked before I drove. But I stopped moving long enough to sit with what I'm carrying. Turns out that's the hardest thing a man like me can do. Not the driving, not the leaving, just the staying in one room. 2 bags in the back like Tuesday. Car is sitting in the sun, pulled out slow beneath the sign. Same dead letters, same dim bulb. Windows down and radio off. Don't need the sound like I did then. Highway south and nothing planned, but the nothing feels different now. Same car, same road, same man, just sitting different in the seat. Room 112 already empty, getting ready to repeat. But I won't be back, not here. I'll find the next place I need to start.